Good afternoon, I'm Erika Kristensen. There are more than 68.6 million registered voters in the country for the 2025 national and local elections. That is according to the latest data released by the Commission on Elections, or Comelec. The figure is more than 4% higher, or 2.8 million Filipinos, than the total registered voters in the 2022 elections, which is 65.7 million. But according to Comelec Chairman George Garcia, the final figure could still change as the poll body is still cleaning the voters' list of possible double or multiple registrants. The Department of Agriculture said the initial assessment on damage caused by severe tropical storm Christine show insurance payments amounting to at least 666.5 million pesos. According to the Philippine Crop Insurance Corporation, more than 86,000 farmers across 10 regions will receive indemnification payments. The PCIC said the damage was primarily on rice, high-value crops, and fisheries. Expected insurance payments for rice is estimated at 413.6 million pesos, high-value crops at 167.9 million pesos, and fisheries at 27.7 million pesos. Agriculture Secretary Francisco Tu Laurel has urged the PCIC to expedite the processing of insurance claims to help farmers quickly recover from the disaster. The Land Transportation Office will launch an investigation into the viral video of a road rage incident at the Clark Freeport Zone in Pampanga last week. LTO Chief Vigor Mendoza said these kinds of actions are not acceptable, especially since the driver is a foreigner. Based on the initial investigation, a Korean national was driving a sport utility vehicle at dawn of Thursday, October 1, and deliberately hit a motorcycle being driven by a security guard. The Korean then sped off and was cornered by the other security guards at a gasoline station. The Korean then hit a gasoline pump before he was finally apprehended. Mendoza has directed the regional office of LTO in Central Luzon to issue a show cause order against the Korean driver as well as the registered owner of the SUV. The Philippine economic team, led by Finance Secretary Ralph Recto, has vowed to British investors that the country will deliver on providing good opportunities for their businesses to thrive and prosper. In his keynote address at the Philippine Economic Briefing in London, Recto assures British businessmen that no other country in the world holds so much potential where their business investments will grow and flourish. Recto boasted of the Philippines labor force with a young, well-educated, and English-speaking workers as among the country's strategic advantages. The finance chief also highlighted the country's stable political environment, strong economic potential, and decelerating inflation rate as among key factors that prove that the Philippines has a conducive investment climate for British enterprises. With the COVID-19 pandemic taking a hard swing at American dining, TGI Fridays, the iconic chain that defined casual Fridays for millions, has filed for bankruptcy protection, aiming to secure its long-term survival amid rising debts and shrinking sales. The Dallas-based restaurant, beloved with its flair and happy hours and is privately owned by Tri-Artisan Capital Advisors, reported assets and liabilities amounting to $100 million to $500 million range. Executive Chairman Rohit Manoka says that COVID-19 and a heavy capital structure turned up the heat on finances, which makes this restructuring essential. He also said, quote, "This restructuring will allow our go-forward restaurants to proceed with an optimized corporate infrastructure that enables them to reach their full potential," unquote. 600 branches strong in the U.S., TGI Fridays just now counts 163 domestic locations, with recent closures from California to New York, dimming its familiar red and white lights. But the said chain remains hopeful. For its consumers abroad, it is still business as usual. The 56 franchisees across 41 countries are outside the bankruptcy process, which keeps Fridays alive worldwide, while the U.S. operations work toward a comeback. And those are the news at this hour. I am Erika Kristensen. Stay tuned to BNC on Free TV Channel 31, Channel 24 on Cignal, and on our website, bnc.ph. Thanks for watching Bilyonaryo News Channel. BNC, always on top.